The Realme 10 is a relatively small Android phone, with a 6.4-inch OLED display, a weight of 179 grams, and coming in at 7.9 mm thick. I'm a fan of the overall shape, which takes on a flatter profile, straying from the usual dual curved sides of Android devices. It's a design similar to the iPhone's blocky vibe, but much more comfortable to hold because it's lighter, thinner, and the corner where the edges meet are slightly curved. The backplate is plasticky with this glittery coating that isn't my cup of tea, but it does reflect light in different ways depending on angle. The front side is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. There are a few things that keep this screen from being a flagship panel. The refresh rate is just 90 Hz, and the chin bezel is noticeably thicker. Still, the screen displays vibrant colors and get bright enough. The Realme 10 features a 50-megapixel main camera that is very good for its price range. It's fast to focus, captures images with above-average dynamic range, and accurate colors. However, the secondary camera on the back is a useless 2-megapixel black and white sensor. This is a space usually reserved an ultra-wide camera, which this phone doesn't offer one at all. Not having an ultra-wide camera in 2022 feels restricting, particularly since previous Realme phones in this series did in fact give us an ultra-wide. Due to the pixel-dense main sensor, you can pull off a solid 2x to 3x zoom at digital crop and the image looks respectable without much loss of details. You can zoom up to 10x, but images begin to look soft. There's a MediaTek Helio G99 chip inside and 8GB of RAM. Both of these are fine components for this price range, and performs well, but clearly a tier or two below phones above $500. However, there's a 5000 mAh battery which then in turn is excellent and can power this thing all day, easily. The included 33W charging brick tops up the phone at a reasonable rate, taking about 28 minutes to top up the phone. The phone runs on Android 12 with Realme's Android skin on top. The software version is a generation behind the Android 13 seen in Pixel phones, but compared to other third-party Android phones, I suppose it's not far off. Animations are smooth and fluid, the UI is customizable, and everything that needs to work, works well. No real gripes, but it's a bit of a bland software skin too. Ultimately, as I test the Realme 10, I keep going back to its $229 retail price, which will likely be even lower in some Asian countries like India and Malaysia, as well as include potential freebies like wireless earbuds with orders. At this price range, it's really hard to fault a mini computer with a good screen, okay cameras, and great battery life. All my other gripes, like the plastic back and lack of ultra-wide cameras, can be forgiven, I guess.